friends live, I actually do, you're welcome to whatever you do.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a pause.
Is there also,
Yes, welcome to Jubilee Park. It's a Division 3 under 19.5s grand final between Upper Ferntree Gully and Knox. A big afternoon ahead out here at Jubilee Park. We've got 3 grand finals to live stream and cover this afternoon. We've got obviously the under 19s grand final now. We've got the reserves between Surrey Park and Donvale, and the two sides will then meet again in the grand final for Division 3, with both sides looking to make it 2 in a row. Surrey Park coming up from Division 4, and Donvale staying in Division 3, looking for back-to-back flags. But until then, we've got a lot to talk about. We've got the Division 3 under-19s to start with, Upper Ferntree Gully and Knox, and it's a massive grand final. 4 times they've met this season. They've had 4 close games, and we're set for a big one. I'm Ryan Long, joined by Paul Uconi. Paul, it's great to have you on board as well.
Thank you, Ryan. It's a wonderful day for it out here at Jubilee, and we've got some cracking grand finals ahead of us.
Oh, we certainly have, and looking at this one, as we said, I mean, they've met 4 times, and having a look at the 4 times, they played in round 1. Knox got the chocolates. They won 10-9, 69 to 6-7, 43. Met again a few weeks later in round 4, Upper Ferntree Gully this time, 7-7, 49 to Knox, 3-10, 28. Round 10, they had a draw, 6-3, 39, Upper Gully to Knox, 5-9, 39. And then they met in a semi-final. Knox finished on top, had the weekend off. In the semi-final, a bit of inaccuracy, 9-14, 68, lost Upper Gully, 11-8, 74. So, I mean, if that's anything to speak of, we should be in for what should be a really good game today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was looking at it earlier, and it looks very line ball between the two sides, doesn't it? Especially, looking at the semi-finals, the semi-final 2 weeks ago, it was a very close. Upper Gully took their chances. Knox kicked poorly for goal, but it's a wonderful day for it. As we know, Jubilee is a big ground, so both sides will have a lot of space to use.
Oh, they certainly will. And you talk about that semi-final. Knox actually led that game for pretty much all afternoon. And at three-quarter time, it was 8 goals, 12 to 6-4. So a 20-point lead. And Upper Gully stormed home. I'm assuming some wind factor had to play into that factor with that last quarter where they kicked 5 goals to 1 and really just ran over the top. So that was a massive performance from Upper Gully to get the win there and qualify first for the grand final. On that day, they certainly had plenty of contributors. You look at guys like Theo Edwards, Lefane from a Knox perspective, they'll hit the scoreboard again today, you would have to imagine. Brodie Wilson for Upper Gully kicked 4 in that semi-final and was a really important play in that game, of course. And then next week in the preliminary final, Knox got through, defeating Ferntree Gully by 11 points, 10-11-71 to 9-6-60 Ferntree Gully. So it's been a pretty tight comp in this division.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, it's been really hard to pick. Obviously, we saw Knox finish on top of the ladder of the 19.5s, but, you know, Upper Gully getting in the semi-final and Knox getting through the prelim. But yeah, no, very even, very hard to pick. As I said before, this one is very, very line ball. Yeah,
you're certainly right. And the conditions today is picture perfect out here at Jubilee Park. There's plenty of sun at the moment. The wind hasn't been a real factor today, and I believe we've got one of the sides about to run out. Actually, it's the umpires.
The umpires for today's game.
The old, what tune's this from? The Star Wars, the Death March, is it? Imperial March. There you go. That's great to see the umpires.
I remember hearing that out at Mitcham when they played against Park Orchards.
Gav Ward's behind that down at Mitcham. But great to have your company today on Facebook, on YouTube, for a massive under-19s grand final between the two clubs. And as we said, picture perfect. The conditions are great out there at the moment. The wind is not going to be as much of a factor in the last couple of weeks. That's been playing havoc in these finals games, hasn't it?
Not just that, but, you know, we've had a lot of rain. We had a storm between Knox and Coldstream where Darcy Fritsch kicked his 100th. We were thinking about whether he was going to get there or not, but he did get there, and yeah, it certainly wreaked havoc the last couple of weeks. But it's great to see a great day out here at Jubilee. Yeah, you're certainly right. So a massive afternoon ahead. The banners out on the field at Jubilee Park for the two sides to run out onto, and it is a very exciting time when we get to finals time in the Eastern Football Netball League. Of course, we've had the senior women's grand finals, which was a great day, and we saw 5 premiers crowned, as well as the vets and the vets women's. And it's a great banner out there for the Falcons. And a great story, I think, for both these two clubs who they've had some tough years in recent years, Paul.
Alrighty, welcome on to Jubilee Park, the Knox Falcons, led by captain James Hunter.
Falcon boys are winners, Falcon boys are we, Falcon boys are fearsome as can be. We never fight or quarrel, we never disagree, and the password of the Falcons is strive for victory.
So the Falcons are out onto Jubilee Park for the first time this afternoon. They've had a great season this year. They finished on top. They had to do it the hard way in the final series after their first loss to Upper Ferntree Gully in the semi-final, but they found a way to defeat Ferntree Gully in the prelim to make it here on grand final day. And as we were saying, it's great to see two clubs who've had some tough years come down to Division 3 and for one of them, some immediate success.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. Yeah, especially the tough years both sides have faced. It's great to see both sides are on the up.
Yeah, that's certainly right. As Upper Ferntree Gully will make their way onto Jubilee Park in just a moment. If you are watching on the live stream today, let us know who you're tipping and where you're watching from. It's a massive grand final clash, and it's certainly going to be interesting to see who comes out on top, as Upper Ferntree Gully are about to come out, I believe. The banner about to be raised.
And now, led by captains, the Upper Ferntree Gully, led by Captain James Borg and Braden Wilson. Here they come.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag. It's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue.
There they go, exciting times for the Upper Ferntree Gully Football Club. Yeah, they've actually had some success in the grand finals, which is in the under-19s. They played off in last year's under-19s grand final against Surrey Park in Division 2. They came up short, but they played a side that was undefeated going into that game and even hit the lead at certain stages. So certainly it's a different group as well, but it's a determined group and a very strong under-19s program, Paul.
Absolutely, and they've had a great year as well, and they did well last year in the, even though they lost to Surrey Park, but I think they're a very hungry group that'll be looking to get some success.
Yeah, certainly right. It's the first of 3 games here at Jubilee Park. We've got the reserves grand final to follow between Surrey Park and Donvale, and then finally the grand final again with the 2 same sides, Surrey Park and Donvale, both looking for back-to-back flags. So the crowd's starting to build here. If you are in the area, get down to Jubilee Park. It's going to be a massive day and perfect conditions. Where else would you rather be than the local footy today to watch some grand final action? So our tips for this afternoon, Paul, I'm not going to put you on the spot just yet. I'll go through mine, and I just have the feeling, I think, looking at the matchups earlier in the season, although Upper Ferntree got him earlier in the year and got him in that semi-final, Knox had some chances probably to finish that game before three-quarter time, and they weren't able to do so. I'm just leaning towards Knox. I think on the occasions they've lost, they've kicked 3 goals 10 to Upper Gully. They kicked 5 goals 9 in the draw to 6-3, and then obviously 9-14 in the semi-final. So I think if they can make the most of their opportunities, particularly in the first half, they'll go a long way to winning this flag. Yeah,
absolutely. I have to agree with you on that one. I think, they, as we all know in football, especially in finals, you got to take your chances when they come, and if they can take their chances, they can certainly get up. But I think it'll be a close one. I think this should be definitely a very close grand final, but I reckon Knox will just get over.
Yeah, it would certainly be interesting as both sides are about to line up for the national anthem. Thanks for joining us today on YouTube. Keep us updated on all those scores around the grounds. Of course, there's finals to be played in Division 1, Premier Division, as well as Division 2 tomorrow with the preliminary finals. So there's a lot of finals action even outside of Jubilee Park. And of course, tomorrow we'll be here for the 3 grand finals out at East Ringwood Reserve for Division 4. But right now it's all about Upper Ferntree Gully and Knox. So we're going to make our way down to ground level for the presentations in our Master of Ceremonies, Blake Tennant.
On behalf of the Eastland Football Netball League, welcome to Jubilee Park, Ringwood for today's Division 3 Under-19s.5 Grand Final, today played between Upper Ferntree Gully and Knox. We begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather and pay our respects to elders past and present. We extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Congratulations and best of luck to both sides competing in today's decider. Officiating umpires for today's match are, in the field, Jordan Kennedy, Toby Kilpert and Sam Kerrigan. On the boundary today, we have Royce Van Haster and Hayden Muscan. And on the goal, we have Brody Appleton and Andrew Lybom. I would now like to ask all to be upstanding with the players and umpires for the national anthem of Australia.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia
Make the best team win. Upper Gully will be kicking to the right of your screen. And of course, Knox will be kicking to the left as well. There you have it. Make the best team win.
So there we have it. The Under-19s Division 3 Grand Final about to get underway. And it's a big afternoon ahead. Both sides coming in with a lot of hope today. They've been able to beat each other at different times of the year. Upper Ferntree Gully knocked off Knox in the semi-final a couple of weeks ago. Knox have been the best side. Apart from that, with the finishing on top of the ladder, Paul, and I think we're set for a massive one. As we've both tipped Knox going into this game, but I don't think either of us would be surprised if Upper Ferntree Gully get up today. And you can see the captains doing a bit of a rev up before the first bounce, and it's always an exciting time when you're about to run out for a grand final, Paul.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's one of the big days. It's no doubt one of the big days that you look to as a footballer, you know, to win flags and play in grand finals. And certainly both of these sides are certainly looking forward to that.
Yeah, certainly right. Did you ever make it onto grand final day? I know I didn't.
No.
I had a preliminary final and we lost by 85 points.
Oh.
Not about me, though. Big day ahead, and we're just about ready to go for the first bounce in the middle of the ground. And the two ruckmen will go at it. West for Knox, Marotti for Upper Ferntree Gully. So we said Upper Ferntree Gully be kicking to the right side of your screen, which is also the Aqua Nation end of the ground. And usually, when the wind does pick up, it does go down to that end of the ground. But it doesn't look too bad out there today, so that might not be as much of a factor. But here we go for the first bounce. Paul Uconi, get us underway for the Under-19s Grand Final.
So here we go on Division 3 Grand Final days. Knox look to get the opening clearance. They look to go forward early as both teams have numbers around the ball. And it looks we will have a stoppage to kick things off. So just forward of centre for Knox's Upper Gully will win the clearance through Marotti as they look to go forward. Nearly tackled there by Bekos. As early nerves here for both sides. There's a free kick going the way of Upper Gully. Oh, nearly smothered there as here's Edmanson, who was tackled. Great tackle there by Bekos, and that is holding the footy. So Knox will get the free kick as we're heading into the opening minutes of Grand Final Day for Division 3 out here at Jubilee Park as Knox with some early possessions, get the nerves, settle the nerves early. Down the line, good mark there taken by Marotti for Upper Ferntree Gully as he kicks really nicely, finds McDonald as Upper Gully will go forward for the first time. Great mark there taken as Upper Gully will have the first shot of the game, and it'll be through Sean Smith.
It was a great transition going forward as well, and he's been a prominent goal kicker for the side, so you'd certainly back him in.
So Smith, who's about 45 out, he will just pass the arc when he kicks this. So the first goal of the grand final. The kick is drifting left. Will it go through for a score? It will. So it's the first score of the under 19.5 grand final for Division 3. It's Upper Ferntree Gully 1 behind to Knox yet to score. We've gone 2.5 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, we certainly have. Knox to take the kick in. They'll go long towards the forward 50 or the back 50. The mark was taken by McDonald. It's already been prominent early. He'll go inside 50 again for Upper Ferntree Gully. Big pack of plays fly out the back. A big chance now for Smith. He was at ground level. He missed the first one, gets the second, and Upper Ferntree Gully moved to 1-1-7 to Knox. No score. And he was just in the right position at the right time, out the back, and they had the numbers and were able to finish it off, Paul.
Yes, great bit of play there by Upper Gully. They got the intercept mark, got it in there quickly, and Smith was in the right spot at the right time to get the opening major of the grand final. You always got to be there at the right time, and that's where Smith certainly was.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And as we said, he's kicked 27 goals this season, so 28 now.
So as the umpire bounces, Upper Gully look to win the clearance. Great tackle there by Hunter as he will take the free kick as Knox will go forward for the first time, and that is a superb mark taken by Edwards, and he will line up for the opening score for Knox as he is just about right in front here facing the tennis club end in the first quarter where Knox will be kicking to, as we've gone 4 minutes in. Edwards comes in and it is there, and Knox get their first goal of the grand final. It's Knox 1 straight 6, Upper Ferntree Gully 1-1-7. We've played nearly 4.5 minutes in the first quarter. What a great start to this grand final, and great goal by Edwards.
Yeah, certainly right. Less than 5 minutes in, we've already got a goal each, and we talked about Knox and the inaccuracy the last time these two sides met. So every time they get a chance in front of goals,
it's a good start.
That's absolutely right. They'll be looking to make the most of those opportunities, and an important start for Edwards. His 22nd goal of the year. We're back in the middle again, trying to get a clearance forward there for Knox as Margette got the handball forward. Now they go towards half forward, cut off by Upper Gully. They'll kick it towards us on the broadcast side. A bouncing footy. Couldn't quite read it well, could Prendergast. He follows up with a tackle though. The umpire has
got him high. No. Ball up.
Ball up. He said, give it to me and we'll do it all again.
He's been done well to start this game, Beckhorst.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been prominent early. They'll go forward through Portelli. Bouncing footy. It's a dangerous one here for Upper Ferntree Gully to defend. Grabbing it first, there was Knox. The kick towards the pocket. It'll be a tough one to mark, and it's a great mark. And well done there to Jack O'Neill. The diving chest mark in a very tough angle at Jubilee Park. But looks like he's willing to take the set shot. And this would be a hell of a goal in the early stages this first quarter. Looks like he's looking at his options. He might just put it towards the top of the goal square, and he does. If there's a mark, not quite. It's tapped through for a behind. So we're all tied up 1-1-7 apiece, coming up to the 6-minute mark of this first quarter of the grand final.
So even Stevens, 6 minutes in, as Wiltshire will take the kick out for Upper Gully as he kicks down the line to a pack of options. Numbers around it for Upper Gully as McDonald was tackled, and the umpire says, give it to me. As it's forward to centre just outside the attacking 50 for Knox, as Both sides, pressure has been outstanding early. Upper Gully will win the clearance as they will go forward to the Aquanation end here at Jubilee. Racing towards it is McDonald's, and that will go out of play in the attacking 50. In fact, it's the last touch, so Knox will have it back, and as the mark's taken there by Kaiser, as he kicks to Hunter. And Hunter will be tackled, has to get rid of it. He's holding the ball, so great tackle there by Jacob Daniel for Upper Gully as he goes forward to the top of the square. 2-on-1 contest. Now an opportunity for Upper Gully. Will this be their second? It is! What a fantastic goal that is, as Upper Gully get their second of the game. It's Upper Gully 2-1-13 to Knox 1-1-7, as it was kicked there by Smith, who's kicked his second of the game so far.
Yeah, he's looking dangerous early, and so are Upper Ferntree Gully. That's a great finish in front of the goals. And as you said, it gives them just a bit of a lead in the early stages of this first quarter. Been an exciting start to this grand final, 2-1 to 1-1. We might get a potential high-scoring-ish game out here at Jubilee Park. The conditions perfect. Back in the middle again. Can Knox get the quick response? No one really gets the tap down. Picked up there by Marshall. Going nowhere, and we'll get a ball up again back in the middle of the ground. 2-1 plays 1-1. Thanks for joining us on YouTube this afternoon. 3 big games to cover out here at Jubilee Park. Looking to go forward there was Powers, but it's called back. And it's going to come back in the middle. It is an Upper Ferntree Gully free kick, though. So no advantage paid. As we said, there's no significant wind breeze down to this end of the ground, but if there is, it will certainly come from the Aquanation. No one able to pick it up this time. We'll get a stoppage inside 50 for Upper Ferntree Gully, who've done most of the attacking in the first 9 minutes of this grand final. Both sides looking to get out to a quick start. No free kick paid. Their first was Marshall out the back for Upper Ferntree Gully. Quick handball, shot on goal. It's a snap from Scott, and it's bounced through. Scott's got one, and Upper Ferntree Gully have 3. 3-1-19 to Knox 1-1-7. And well done there, Liam Scott, we believe, who was able to get the ball on the boot and just past the defender.
Yes, great bit of work there by Scott as it just beat the keeper in the end. Great start for Upper Gully. They've got the 3 goals early in the first 10 minutes of it, and they'll be very happy. They've had most of the play, so can Knox respond?
So back in the middle again it goes. Knox looking to get the clearance after 2 quick goals from Upper Ferntree Gully. Free kick here awarded to Knox, so this might be their chance. LaFontaine. Very dangerous player for Knox. He'll load up, send him deep into attack. Standing underneath this with an Upper Ferntree Gully defender. Picked off this time by Wilson. He'll look to clear it towards the boundary. Bouncing footy. And it's a free kick here going towards Knox. And it looks like Bekos might be taking this.
So Bekos, who has been lively early, he will drive it in the attacking 50 for Knox. And the mark there taken for Upper Gully. The intercept mark in their defensive 50 as he goes along down the line. Is it a free kick? Mark anyway. And they look to use the corridor. Bit of a wayward kick, but it works out for Daniel, and he will get the free kick. In fact, it's holding the footy, so great tackle there. As Knox plays around it, go through the corridor to Hunter, who's had a lot of it as well early. Assessing his options. He will go down the line. Mark taken well by Gwyn. He's facing a bit of pressure there for a moment. As it's back to Hunter, who's had a lot of it so far. Now Margette. He kicks it back inside the corridor. And now back to Hunter as he looks to go into the forward 50. Great smother. They've had some great numbers to it so far as it's kicked there by Gal into the forward 50. Good one-on-one. Racing towards it is Wilson. Wilson does really well roving across too, but that's great smother there by Knox. 2-on-1 there in that situation. Kicked away there as Mark there taken by Crosby as they look to go backwards to go forward. Burke back into the attacking 50 for Knox. Opportunity here, and that's heading towards right. A 3-on-1 in that situation. Taking a couple of intercept marks this first quarter. Have up a Ferntree Gully in a defensive 50 as they look to build their way up the ground. As he needs to get it away before he gets tackled. He does. Good kick as well. They look to go into the forward 50 to Upper Gully. Mark there was nearly taken by Smith, who's been lively with the 2. Now back into the forward 50, and that's a great intercept mark there by Barron. Knox just taking their time, looking to assess their options. We've played 13 and a half minutes in this opening term as Knox will go down the line to a pack of players. Picking it up there was Kaiser as Upper Gully go back into the forward 50. Here's Barron, who will clear it out. Great mark there by Christie. Christie goes long down the line. And mark there was nearly taken by Scott. Was it? No. Wilson, in fact, but it'll be a ball up. Bit of push and shove.
So right in front of us, broadcast side, tapped down this time by Roberts. Once again, it's roved by Upper Gully, Ed Mason. Got the handball across. Big tackle there on Chambers, and it was a high free kick. So well done there to Bo Chambers.
It's been reversed,
and it looks,
has it?
no, it's a 25-metre penalty, so just a bit of silliness from Knox. Bit of ill discipline.
Can't be doing that in a grand final, can
No, certainly when Upper Ferntree Gully have a bit of a hold on this game at the moment. That's a long kick towards goal. It's going to fall short. It's a great mark in defence there by Cooper Barron, who's done a few nice things in the first 15 minutes of this opening term of the grand final. He'll come back to this side towards the half-back line, and it was touched before it went out of bounds by Adams. In fact, he tried to claim it, but it will be. So it'll be a ball up on the half-forward flank for Upper Gully. They lead this game by 2 goals. And it's tapped towards the boundary line once again. But they'll be pretty happy with this start so far. They've been able to get out of the blocks. There might be a bit of a wind advantage. We're not too sure. We'll certainly know a bit more of that by half-time. And it's quickly roved here by Gall. The shot was to the right. So just a minor score, but on top at the moment, Upper Gully, 3-2-20 to 1-1-7 Knox.
So 15:45 gone in this opening term. 3-2 to 1-1 in favour of Upper Gully. As he kicks towards O'Neill, and it goes out of bounds. So it is going to be a bowl up. So just forward of centre here for Upper Gully. Both rucks go at it as Upper Gully have numbers to it. Good tackle. They just get the clearance away. Now Hunter handballs it. Socket off the ground as Upper Gully go forward again. Mark there was nearly taken. Knox have numbers back. Can he find a teammate? Oh, great mark there
The one hand.
by McDonald, the 97 for Upper Gully. Sock it away as it's handball. That's a great tackle there by Gwyn as Gwyn takes a free kick over to Kaiser, who's also been lively for Knox so far. And that goes out of play, so it'll be an Upper Gully free kick as we go 17 minutes in this opening term. Good kick. Really nice kick. As Upper Gully will go forward again through Bailey McDonald. Mark there, juggled, but it was taken there by Scott, who's kicked the goal so far. Goes to the side, and it's going to go out for a stoppage deep in Upper Gully's attacking 50. Both rucks go at it. Opportunity again. Was he taken high?
No. No free kick.
Oh, ball up there as we have another stoppage. Can Knox clear it out of defensive 50? Good pressure, good numbers. They've had really good numbers so far in this game. Opportunity for Chambers. Numbers back here. Now a chance here. It's goal! And he's missed a lot. So Knox get away with one just there as they have. It's been good defensive pressure by both sides as Knox look to get it out of their defensive 50 and get some time up forward.
Yeah, certainly right. Long towards the wing. The mark was taken, and they look to play on it straight away through West. Got his kick in time. Down the line it goes. Bouncing footy. They haven't been this far up the ground for quite a few minutes. And it's almost a turnover there through the hands of McDonald. Bouncing footy. Going into that contest there was Adams, tried to kick it off the ground. Forward they go, Knox. Looking to get the next one after Upper Ferntree Gully have kicked the last two. Bouncing towards the boundary line. Trying to track that one there was Tormay. But the boundary line beats everyone. So we're going to get a ball up on this far side. 3-2-20 Upper Ferntree Gully. 1-1-7 Knox. Coming up to quarter time in this Division 3 Under-19s grand final. So the Rucks go at it. West went to grab it out of there. Couldn't quite pick it up. Now look at the pace from Upper Ferntree Gully as they escape their back up down the line. It's a great mark in defence there. Well done by LaFontaine. And he's called to go behind his mark before he just launches it on the boot as quickly as he can. Try and take a mark there out the back. There was Burke. The handball cut off. Well done by Upper Gully, who survived Knox's late attacks before the quarter time siren. And they'll enter quarter time with a 13-point lead over Knox. 3-2-20 to 1-1-7. The goal kicker, Sean Smith, has kicked 2. Liam Scott has 1. And for Knox, just the 1 goal to Theo Edwards. We'll be back in just a moment for the second quarter action of the Division 3 Under-19s grand final. And welcome back to the Eastland Division 3 under 19.5 grand final for 2024 Upper Ferntree Gully versus Knox. And at quarter time here at Jubilee Park, it is Upper Gully 3-2-20 leading Knox 1-1-7. Ryan Long here with Paul Uconi. Paul, that first quarter, both sides had a bit of it, but it was certainly controlled by Upper Ferntree Gully going towards your right side of the screen, which we think will probably be the more dominant scoring into the ground. And what did you make of that first quarter? Did they do enough going down to the right side?
Yeah, I thought they did personally. There is a bit of a bruise, but I don't think it's at this stage it's too significant. I think goals can certainly be kicked at both ends. I thought Upper Ferntree Gully set up really well defensively. They had numbers back. They took a couple intercept marks in the defensive 50, and their build-ups were really good. Knox have had a few entries themselves, but I think particularly both sides need to lower the eyes a bit more. If you reckon, Ryan? I think.
Yeah, I think they did quite well. And,
Yeah.
and you look at the likes of Sean Smith, who got a couple of goals early. You know he's going to be very dangerous today, and they're going to have to put a lot of attention into him.
Yeah.
When the ball does go forward, Liam Scott, pulled through with a pretty impressive goal as well. And look, they've been able to now take the advantage. They lead at quarter time. Whether or not they can build on this, it's up to them this quarter. Particularly if they can keep Knox to 1 or 2 goals or less in this second term, suddenly it's their game to lose going into the second half. So the pressure's now on the Falcons to respond in this second quarter. They had a few opportunities, and Upper Gully's defence really stood up with certainly a few intercept marks, and their run off the half-back line has really set up a lot of their attack in that first term. So they'll be looking to continue that into this second quarter at Jubilee Park, and we're all set, ready to go, first bounce.
So it's the second quarter as Upper Gully lead by 13 points as they'll get the clearance to go forward. Opportunity here, Gall, as they'll go backwards to go forwards, Upper Gully. And that's a kick high up in the air, all on his own, his powers. He'll go to the top of the square. 4-on-2 there in favour of Knox, but opportunity here, handballed by Marotti. Opportunity high up in the air. Mark nearly taken by Smith. He's been everywhere so far as it's through for a minor score in front of the cricket nets here at Jubilee. It's 3-3-21 Upper Gully to Knox 1-1-7. We've played 46 seconds in this second term as Knox will look to clear it out of defensive 50. Going under it was Scott, and it'll be a ball up just inside the attacking 50, or on the arc of the attacking 50 for Upper Gully as they'll win the clearance, top of the square. Good mark taken, or was it touch, said the umpire. Cleared out of the fences. Upper Gully will look to go forward again, kicked by Wiltshire. Opportunity here as the ball, did it go out of bounds? The umpire says it's going to be a ball up. So the early ascendancy in the forward territory for Upper Gully in this second term. Clearance won by Edmondson, top of the square, bouncing away, picked up there by Borg. Opportunity here for Borg, and that's a mark there by Barron, who has done well for Knox so far on the last line of defences. Knox will look to clear out a defensive 50. Bounced away from Burke, and it will be out for a throw in or a ball up. So just forward of centre. We've gone 2-30 in this second term. Both rucks will go at it as numbers around here from both sides. And we'll have another stoppage. 2:45 gone in this second quarter.
So still on that far side. No real winner out of this contest. The handball was good there from Marotti, and it got them going forward. They're going to play on right away. They're going to put it towards the top of the square, holding free kick potentially.
Yep.
It's going to be paid. There was definitely a hold. And Upper Ferntree Gully are going to go back and have a set shot to put through their 4th of the game and really make things a little bit difficult for Knox in the early stages of this second quarter.
Smith did really well there, you know, as they all say, you know, play to the front and, you know, did really well there. Smith.
Well, he's had them worried with 2 goals in the first quarter, and they said was leading well, and there was a bit of a hold onto the back of the jumper. So looking for goal number 3, Sean Smith, and to give up the Ferntree Gully a nice 20-point lead in the early stages of the second quarter. Smith comes in. It's a slow run up. Kick on the way. It is no good. Missed it to the left. So 3-4-22 up Ferntree Gully, 1-1-7 Knox. 3 coming up to 4 minutes gone in the second term, and a bit of a let off for the Falcons.
Yes, it was a very good opportunity there for Smith as Knox get away with one there. Numbers around it. Good mark there taken by McDonald, who's been lively early for Upper Gully. 1-on-1 here. Good battle between Chambers and Gwynn. Now an opportunity here for Wilson. Handballs away. Back to himself. Great tackle. And that'll be a free kick. And as Knox will launch it down the corridor. Great mark there. Gutsy mark there by Braden Wilson. Over to Chambers as they will look to go back into the forward 52 Upper Gully. Now an opportunity. Here's Wright, who misses to the left. So 3 behind so far in this quarter for Upper Gully. It's 3-5-23 Upper Gully to Knox 1-1-7. We've played 5 minutes and 15 in this second term.
So a couple of let-offs here for Knox. They look to try and take on a couple of Upper Ferntree Gully players on the wing. As it goes out of bounds, we'll get a ball up here, and it's certainly been a strong start to this second term for Upper Ferntree Gully, but they'll be kicking themselves because those 2 goals, or 2 misses, were certainly gettable. They'd want to put this game to a real handy margin at half-time if they can. But as we said, it's still only 16 points out here at Jubilee Park. West out of the ruck, kicks it out of bounds on the full. So Upper Ferntree Gully again will have a chance to go forward. Kick's going to be taken by Jacob Daniel. Daniel launches the ball inside 50. It's a high kick, almost a mark taken by Smith. At ground level, doing well was Chambers. He was caught in a tackle and being rewarded for that. And that is 25 metres. That is just dumb. And that was just very silly. And
great tackle there by Torme for Knox. That wasn't a very long 25, but yeah, no, they had it deep in their forward 50, and that's a bit of a let-off here as Knox look to go forward here. Can they get one against the grain as we cleared away, but an intercept mark there taken by Knox. Here's Barron as a tackle laid there by Marshall, and it'll be a ball up.
Yeah, 23 plays 7. Thanks for joining us on YouTube this afternoon. Upper Gully with the handy lead. Tap down this time for Knox. Going in there first was Marshall. Wrapped up in a tackle, and we'll get another ball up far side. 7.5 minutes played second term. Crowd starting to build at Jubilee Park for a massive afternoon. Again, getting in there was Marshall. This time getting the kick forward. It's a 2-on-1. The boundary line will beat everyone. And taking this kick now will be Upper Ferntree Gully through Wilson in the back pocket. Wilson down the line towards that far side. Big mark taken. He's going to be paid it. Well done, LaFontaine. And he'll send Knox into attack once more. Oh, towards the top of the square. Couldn't quite bring it down. That was a real big attempt from Edwards. He follows up with the tackle. We'll get a ball up inside 50, but still a big chance for Knox. They really need the next one. The ruck contest won by the Falcons. In their first, Burke wrapped up. And we'll get a ball up. Side 50 again. No one able to make the most out of this one. Tried to handball it out. Cut off by O'Neill, who puts it towards goals and has nailed it. And that's the one they needed. They get their second, 2-1-13. Upper Ferntree Gully, 3-5-23. And well done, O'Neill, to finish that off. Just had to be very quick. Threw it on the left boot. And that is a great finish.
Certainly was. Took it out of rove there really well, and it was a great, kicked it high up in the air. It was a great kick, and yeah, great work there by O'Neill, and yeah, Knox got one, as Dwayne Russell likes to say, got one against the grain. So great response there by Knox, and it was much needed. As Knox looked to win the clearance again, will that give him confidence into the forward 50, as they've battled the early stages, second quarter really well. It's going to be a hole in the ball free kick. It will go the way of Miller, who will go in the middle. Great smother, as a 2-on-1 contest, as Upper Gully a bit of pressure now as they look to go down the line. Big kick down the line, goes past Edmondson. 26 tackling for Knox. Kaiser tackling Wilson. Will be a ball up as forward of centre here for Upper Gully. Here's Daniel. Now over to Stevic. Tackled there as Knox look to go forward through Edmondson. Into the forward 50. Mark there wasn't taken. Good work there by Tormay, who was tackled, and it'll be a free kick going away of McDonald's for Upper Gully, as we've gone 10.5 here. They've had a few early opportunities, so this to get it back out to a 16-point lead for Upper Gully. McDonald's kicks, and it is there. So it's back out to a 16-point lead for Upper Gully, as it is Upper Gully 4-5-29 to Knox 2-1-13. It's McDonald who kicked that, and they get back out to a 16-point lead.
Yeah, they do, and their pressure's been very good. That's been a highlight for them in this first half. Their forward pressure, they've certainly haven't given much to Knox, and to their credit, they've been able to build this bit of a buffer as we approach the halfway mark of the second term. Back in the middle again, they're looking to get the clearance. It's a free kick awarded, and it's going Upper Gully's way. It was a Holden free kick, so through the hands of Marotti, who's been a solid player for the Gully this year. Inside 50, bouncing ball, trapped it nicely, spun onto the left, got the kick away, and a great mark by James Borg. Might extend the angle. Looked like he was about to play on, but he'll be kicking from just outside 50, from outside the arc. Will take his absolute best. So Borg kicked 18 goals this season from outside the arc. Will extend the angle a bit and put it towards goal. That's a great kick. It's to the right, so it's a minor score, but Upper Gully moved to 4-6-30. Knox 2-1-13, 12.5 minutes played second term. It's been all the Gully so far.
It has, as the kick-in will be taken by Gwynn. Down the line, here's Portelli. Portelli over to O'Neill, and that'll go out of bounds. So it'll be a ball up here for just forward of centre for Upper Gully as they lead by 17 points, 4-6-30 to 2-1-13 as Knox look to win the clearance forward, and a kick there by Burke into the forward 50, and that is a great mark taken there by LaFontaine, who's been prominent in this game so far for Knox as he looks to get the margin back here to 11 points.
He's probably been one of their best so far. Been very lively, Paul.
Absolutely, as he looks to get a goal himself to get the margin back to 11 points on a bit of an angle. It comes back as it is through for one behind. It goes left as it's back to a 16-point lead. Knox moved to 2-2-14, trailing Upper Gully for 6:30. We're into the 14-minute mark to the drum here at Jubilee.
It's always good with the...
Certainly is. Kick in by Wiltshire as Knox look to keep it in their forward 50. Free kick. Or is it going to be... No, it's out of bounds. So it'll be a free kick going the way of... What's going on here? It's going to be a ball up. As ball up just inside the attacking 50 for Knox. Clearance won by Gall. And the intercept mark is taken as Knox look to go back into their forward 50. Here's Margette. Top of the square. Mark was nearly taken. Is it a free kick? It is. So Knox through LaFontaine have a big opportunity here, just about right in front here.
Well, it's a much closer kick this time and probably a better angle too, so...
Big opportunity for LaFontaine to get it back to 10 points here. We've gone 15 minutes in this second quarter. The kick is right through the middle, no doubt about it. LaFontaine gets his first and Knox get their third. It's Knox 3-2-20 to Upper Gully 4-6 third side. We've gone 15 and a half minutes in the second term, Ryan.
Yeah, 10 points now in the margin. That's a very important goal going into the last 5 minutes of this quarter before half time. If they can keep this 10 points or less going to the major break.
Big win.
That's, yeah, absolutely. After Upper Ferntree Gully have certainly been on top in the early stages. So back in the middle again. The last Knox goal, Upper Gully were quick to respond. We'll see if they can do the same again. In the ruck, West got the tap down, punches it on the second go. Picked off here from Upper Gully. The tackle right away on Ed Manson, who's been fantastic this season, 13 times in the best. This time it's tapped down by Marotti, picked up by Goal. Goal looked to play it on towards the wing it goes. Bouncing footy in front of McDonald. Picked off here, well done by Barron. Cut off again from up Ferntree Gully, Prendergast. Looking to hit up a target in Powers. Powers, who's about 60 out from home, will pop it up towards the top of the square, you would have to imagine. That's exactly what he does. Big pack of players fly. And the mark is taken in defence of Knox. They look to play on straight away. Dangerous from O'Neill, but got away with it. And it's good kick too. And they've done this well. LaFontaine looks to switch in towards the middle of the ground. It's a mark by Bekos. This is great transition. I've slowed down just a little bit to make sure they've got the targets up forward. Bouncing footy over the top. Running onto this one. Looks like Marshall trying to get a soccer off the ground towards the boundary. It came off a Knox foot, we believe. And it's going to be a ball up. So it's coming back here. There'll be a ball up inside 50 for the Falcons. 10 points they trail in this second quarter of the grand final. Tap down. Who's going to be the dangerous figure lurking? Almost a free kick given for a push in the back. None taken. As the Knox fans would have said the other way. They should have been holding the ball, but ball up. Dangerous position here. Upper Ferntree Gully trying to defend this one. The mark was taken. Looked to play on straight away. Probably could have taken his time because it might come back through the hands of Barron. So Barron, or in fact, it will actually be Tormay to take this free kick. He's a long way from home. Short kick inside 50, hits up a other Ferntree Gully defender. That looks like that might be Jack Gall who takes the intercept mark.
So Gall clear it out, offensive 50. Mark taken there by Bekos. Bekos over to O'Neill, who goes into the forward 50. And a great kick by O'Neill as the mark was taken by Crosby. And this to get it back to 4 points. Throws the grass up in the air, does a Matthew Lloyd as we're coming into the 19-minute mark. Crosby to get it back to 4 points. It comes back to the right, so it's one behind. So it's back to 9 points the difference. We've gone 19 minutes. Upper Ferntree Gully 4-6-30 to Knox 3-3-21.
So less than a minute to go, as you said, Paul. You wouldn't think Upper Ferntree Gully would be able to score from here. They'll look to just shut this down and not concede a late one. And that's why they're taking their time to take this kick in. 30 seconds to play. Take a 9-point lead if there's no score from here. Doing the kicking duties, Wiltshire. It hits up a target. That's exactly what they wanted to do. Prendergast. Short chip. Finds a teammate in Wilson. And they're going to run this clock down to the halftime siren. And they'll go in 9-point leaders at halftime. Down the line it goes. There's your siren. Entertaining first half of the Division 3 under-19s grand final. It is Upper Ferntree Gully 4-6-30 to Knox 3-3-21. Paul, got the goal kickers so far for both sides.
Yes, so for Upper Gully so far in this game, Smith with the 2 goals, Scott and McDonald with 1, and for Knox, singles to Edwards, LaFontaine and O'Neill.
Excellent. As we're going to take a quick break before we're back here at Jubilee Park for the second half action, the Division 3 under-19s grand final. It's Upper Ferntree Gully leading Knox by 9 points.
2, 2, 2, 1, 2. 2, 2. 2, 2. 2. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2. 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2.
That one, I've turned it off on that. That one's better. That one's shitloads better than these others.
2, 2, 2. Two, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Two, 2, 1, 2.
Welcome back to Jubilee Park, Division 3 Under-19s Grand Final, streaming live on YouTube. And at half-time here, it is the Upper Ferntree Gully side, 4-6-30, leading Knox 3-3-21. Ryan Long with Paul Uconi here, and second half action about to get underway in just a moment. But your thoughts on that first half? We saw Upper Gully miss a couple of opportunities to start the second quarter, which would have really extended that lead, potentially past the 5-goal mark. And Knox were able to get a couple back late and just make this quite interesting going into the second half.
Yeah, no, it was. I thought it was
Two,
relatively entertaining.
two,
Thought it was an entertaining first half. Upper Gully got the early start, but no credit to Knox. They fought back into this game. It's a really good context.
Yeah, it certainly is. And looking at both sides at the moment is
2, 2, 1, 2.
Coming out onto the field. It's going to be important for Knox really to hit the scoreboard in this quarter. We think there is a bit of an advantage going to the right side of the screen, which is where Upper Ferntree Gully is kicking. So if the Kings use that momentum early, they'll make it really tough for the Falcons going in the last quarter. So they want to maintain that short buffer going into the last quarter to give them a bit of confidence. We saw last time these two sides met in the semi-finals, Upper Gully kicking 8 goals in the final quarter to run over the top, but certainly conditions are a little bit different today. But the crowd is just building very nicely out here at Jubilee Park. We've got the players for the senior sides and the reserves at both ends of the ground, so the 19s at the moment who are making plenty of noise. Knox with the drums we heard before, Paul, which is great to see, and we're all set for this second half.
So here we go. It's the Premiership quarter in the Division 3 Grand Final for the under-19.5s as Upper Gully win the clearance and are heading to the Aquanation end in the third quarter. In this Premiership quarter, opportunity kicked there by McDonald. Goes to the top of the square. Numbers around it for Knox as they'll clear out through Christie. Christie goes down the line, mark there, taken well by Burke. Burke with the quick kick. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser with the handball, did really well. Back to Burke, down the line, taken there by Hunter. Hunter looks to go around the body into the forward 50. Can they find a mark here? 2-on-1 contest. Opportunity here. Did he get one in the back? Umpire said play on. Good tackle, and that is holding it. So an early opportunity here for Knox through Jessup. And this to get the margin back to 3 points. This would be a fantastic start to the third quarter for Knox. So Jessup looking to get the opening goal in this third quarter for Knox to get it to 3 points. And it goes to the right. So a missed opportunity for Knox as they move to 3-4-22 to Upper Gully 4-6-30. Missed opportunity for Knox.
Yeah, well, we saw Upper Gully do the same thing at the start of the second term down this end of the ground. So certainly playing a factor. Wiltshire to take the kick in for Upper Gully. A long kick out of defence. No mark taken. It was almost brought down by Morotti. We're going to get ball up on that far side. Just outside Knox's forward 50. Trailing this grand final by 8 points. They both had the best of each other at different times of the season, playing 4 times. Big tackle laid, it's a free kick, and it's going to the direction of Knox. So they'll get another chance. A short kick inside 50, trying to hit up a target. Well taken by West. And Jay West can go back and potentially bring the margin back to 2 points. And what a mark that was as well, Paul.
Certainly
came from
was.
behind. He's been very good so far, has Jay West. And this will certainly bring down the house if he can kick this and get the Knox fans all riled up. He makes his way in on the lineup. West. Kick towards goal. It's going to fall short. No mark taken. Snap around the corner. Just a minor score. So Knox moved to 3-5,
Big crowd on that hill there, Ryan.
Oh, it certainly has. It's building up there. Top of the gully at 4-6-30. 3.5 minutes gone second term. And you're absolutely right, Paul. There's plenty of fans here.
Says Upper Gully take the kick out. If you are in the area, come down here to Jubilee. It's Division 3 Grand Final day as Upper Gully go down the line as they look to go forward. And great pressure there by Knox, and it'll be a ball up just forward of centre for Knox. To start this third quarter, we've gone 4 minutes. Both rucks go at it as Upper Gully have it as they look to win the clearance, but good pressure here by Knox. Handballed away. Gall down the line wins the clearance. As a great tackle there by LaFontaine. Umpire says play on. Is it high? It is, as Gwyn's coming back up here as he gets the free kick. Handballs over to Marquette. Down the line. Mark there was nearly taken. 2-on-1 contest it was. Now here's Marquette. Back to Portelli, back to Marquette. Back into the forward 50. Can they take a mark here, Knox? Opportunity here for Kaiser. Good tackle by Kaiser. And it'll be a ball up. Great start here by Knox. Having some time in the forward 50. Can they get a goal from it? Good tackle there by Kaiser. Kaiser has it. And it'll be another ball up. Both rucks go at it. Bounces away. As Upper Gully, good tackle again by Kaiser. Ball's just locked in there. And it'll be another ball up as we've gone 5:40 in this third quarter. Knox in attack as he tries to pick it up. Upper Gully will win the clearance. Out of there, the defensive 50, and it bounces out the back here. Can they get onto it? Smith, now McDonald into the forward 50 to Brody Wilson. Can he get his hand on it? Great work there by Sanders. And it goes out of bounds. Deep now inside the Upper Gully forward 50. It's a 7-point lead, Ryan.
Yeah, certainly is. Upper Gully now with their best opportunity for the quarter. Clearing this one, couldn't get through, was Barron. We'll do it all again, we'll get another ball up. Pressure has lifted in this third term. The intensity's right there. And going nowhere is McDonald wrapped up in another tackle. Forward pocket for Upper Gully. They lead this grand final by 7 points. Towards the boundary line, couldn't keep it in, good Powers. Again, we'll have another ball up. Coming up to 7 minutes gone in this third term. The tap down again, trying to make his presence felt. McDonald, the snap towards the goal square, bouncing footy, just falls into the hands of Smith. Wrapped up by two Falcons. It was a lucky bounce for him, but Knox have defended this well. So they edge closer towards their goals. Upper Gully tapped across the boundary line. Is this a free kick to Upper Ferntree Gully? And it'll be Liam Scott.
Got one
He'll
already,
take the kick.
Scott.
Yeah, he has, and it was a great goal as well in that first quarter. He'll snap this from the boundary line. Scott nails it for Upper Gully. They get the first of the third term. 5-6-36. Scott has two. And for Knox, 3-5-23. Coming up to the 8-minute mark of this third term. And again, Paul, after doing all the attacking in the opening 5 to 6 minutes, Upper Ferntree Gully goes inside 50 and get a goal out of it.
Yeah, they really. It was a great. It was against the grain there from Upper Gully, as you know, they sustain the early pressure and they go up forward and get it back out to a 13-point buffer. As it's we're heading into 8.5 minutes in this third term. Upper Gully 5-6-36 to Knox 3-5-23. As the umpire will come in and throw it up. Both rucks go at it. Can Knox get a response? Good tackle there by Borg it was. No, it was Chambers. Is it going to be a ball up again? Tapped forward here for Knox as they look to win the clearance, and they will through Portelli. Into the forward 50 mark. There was dropped by Edwards. Maybe a chance, he's still alive. Back to Edwards. Edwards has it, handballs, here's the chance. Goes to the top of the square, bounced away. As Upper Gully will clear their lines. And the 11 on the 11. Mark taken by Prendergast. Now it's Chambers. He's pleading for out of bounds there. And it was, so Knox will get it back. Taking his time, looking for his options. Mark there was nearly taken by West. Tackle there, front by LaFontaine. It'll be a ball up just inside the attacking 50 for Knox. Both rucks as Upper Gully look to win the clearance. Tackle there by Warner on LaFontaine as it's forward of centre for Knox. Free kick, it was too high, and Knox will get the free kick, excuse me, as they look to go back into the forward 50. Chance here for West. Here's Miller as he clears it out. Offensive 50, bounces past past Scott. Knox look to keep it in. That's high as well. And there's a bit of feeling in this. So O'Neill, it is who will take the free kick. He's got one already, kicked it in the second quarter. Back into the forward 50. Great mark there by Wilson. That's Braden Wilson for Upper Gully. They've sustained the attacks so far by Knox in this third quarter, have Upper Gully. Here's McDonald. Now Wilson. Into the corridor. Good mark there. Taken for Knox. As they look to go through the corridor themselves. Unlucky bounce there for Marshall. Can he kick it off the ground? He does. Numbers here for Knox. Top of the square. Can West get the mark? He can! Great mark. And this is a big kick for Knox.
And again, well done to Marshall, keeping it in front of him.
It was fantastic work by Marshall as he set up the opportunity for West in the one-on-one contest.
He's such a great mark of the footy too,
He
Wes.
certainly is.
You'll back him every time in those one-on-one contests.
So West to get it back to a 7-point margin. In he comes. Knox need this. West. And misses to the left. So another opportunity gone begging for Knox. It's back to a 12-point margin, Ryan. We've gone 12:40 in this third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know about his run-ups. He seems to be a little uncomfortable with it, and that second kick that he's had on set shot and goal, but such a great mark. The ball clearing out. It's well taken this time by Liam Scott. Out of the half-back line for Upper Ferntree Gully. Down the line he goes and finds a target. This is great transition through Miller. They go inside 50 and a mark. And from coast to coast, taken on by McDonald. He played on, floated towards the top of the square, and well intercepted by Tormay. Did a fantastic job to get in front and look to kick it towards a teammate in Burke, but it's out of bounds, so
I reckon
taking this will be
Prendergast.
Prendergast.
Taking a bit more time.
Yeah, I do too, as Prendergast goes inside 50. They want to play on straight away. Juggling mark, couldn't quite bring it down. Good Warren, picked up by Gall on the left boot. Gall nails it, and Upper Gully get another.
Been really well, and it done really well this game, Gall, and that was a great goal there.
Oh, picked up so smoothly, and
Found
the
some
snap
space,
towards goal on the left boot. Fantastic. 6-6 up, 42 Upper Gully, 3-6, 24 Knox.
Yeah,
13 and a half, coming up to 14 minutes goal. Paul.
Sorry, Ryan. They made them pay again there, Upper Ferntree Gully. Now it's out to 18 points, and you feel that Knox need to get the next one here.
Yeah, well, they've had their chances, haven't they, this quarter?
And some gettable ones as well. They've left a few in the shed. So Knox, can they respond here? They need to get the next two, I reckon, to get back into this contest. The umpire says it'll be a ball up. As the tap there by Roberts. Clearance won by Gall. Great intercept mark there. Did he play on, or should that have been 25? I think he might have played on. Might have been touched as well, but here's Wilson inside 50. Now an opportunity. Smith. Opportunity for Upper Gully, and it's through! Fantastic bit of work. And the goal there was kicked.
I think it was Wilson. Brody Wilson.
It was. So it's out to 24 points. And he's been lively in this one, Wilson. And he gets a goal to his name. And it's a big lead for Upper Gully now.
Yeah, it certainly is. 7-6, 48. to 3-6-24. Back in the middle it goes again. So what can Knox do in the next 4 to 5 minutes? They cannot afford to concede another one before three-quarter time. The tap down straight down the throat of Marshall. Tackled by Gall, who's been massive, particularly in this quarter. So a 24-point lead. If they can carry that into the last quarter, they're going to be very hard to beat Upper Gully, considering it's been a pretty low-scoring game so far.
Although we saw in the semi-final, Knox were up by 20 points at three-quarter time, so we can't rule a comeback out
There was a big turnaround in that game too. So, again, back in the middle, tap forward from Knox. I'd love a goal here for three-quarter time.
Great
Big tackle laid. He's going to be rewarded with this. And it was well done there by Portelli, who wants to play on straight away, and he's just caught by Prendergast. Just didn't have to play on right away. Handball over the top. A chance now for Marshall. Snap on the right, out of bounds on the full. And I know they're eager, but the amount of times they play on without really considering where their opposition is, it's come back to haunt them. From both sides, that is.
Yeah. So Upper Gully look to take their time down the line as the ball has been punched out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in just outside the attacking 50 for Knox. Big couple of minutes here for Knox. It'll be a free kick. Who's it going to? It's going to Knox, and it's going the way of Roberts. Can he find a man in the forward 50? Finds a target but couldn't take the mark. Is it a free kick? It'll be a free kick going the way of Knox. So an opportunity, big opportunity here for Edwards, who's kicked one so far. You just feel this has to go through for Knox.
Yeah, they've missed 2 or 3 set shots this quarter down this end of the ground.
They've missed 2 of them being gettable, haven't they? So
Edwards a reliable goal kicker too.
So here's Edwards, big kick for Knox to get it back to 18 points, and it is right through the middle. That's a huge goal for Knox. Edwards gets his second, and it's back to an 18-point margin. We've gone 18 and a half minutes in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's well said, Paul. And I mean, that was probably the hardest of the set shots just about, with the angle that he had to deal with, but just measured it to perfection. And as you said, the difference between a 4-goal lead and a 3-goal lead going into three-quarter time, it doesn't sound like much, but it certainly is here, and that will make a difference, particularly with the mindset of the players going into that final quarter. There's still a minute to play, so there is a chance that either side can get another score on the board. It's a free kick going the way of Upper Ferntree Gully. It was against Hunter. No, in fact, it is Hunter's free kick in the middle. So Hunter plays on right away. Inside 50 they go. Bouncing footy picked off by Wilson. Wilson got the hand pass over the top to Stevic. Stevic got the receiving handball. Big tackle laid by Chambers, and we'll get a ball up. 19 and a half minutes gone, third term. It's Upper Ferntree Gully 48, Knox 30. Division 3 under-19 flag up for grabs today for the winner. Bouncing towards the boundary line, picked up by O'Neill, who's been solid for the Falcons. We're approaching three-quarter time siren. There's not much in this contest, and still Knox are well and truly alive. His goal, tapped it in front of himself, but the boundary line is there to beat him. So we'll get another ball up on that far side. So the tap down in favour of Upper Gully. We're into time on now, third term. Knox got the clearance. The kick was smothered. And a free kick's been paid. And I think it's going the way of the Falcons. So, and look at that. He's got to rush quickly. So it's coming back towards the wing in front of the scoreboard here. Don't know how long's left in this third term. Just went the torp inside 50. Bouncing ball. Falls a bit short. tap down there from McDonald to
Oh,
a teammate.
great
Big tackle
tackle.
laid by Adams. Adams is rewarded with a free kick. He knows he's got to go. Adams wanting to play on right away. Sends it towards a big pack of players. Where's West? Out the back, there's some options. Picked up, shot on goal. And it's through. It's through. Knox have got another 5-6-36. And I couldn't quite see who that was out the back. Who
I think it was
Keezer.
Keezer, yeah.
Has found a way to put one through for the Falcons, and it's margin back to 12 points. That is a massive goal on the eve of three-quarter time.
Huge. I mean, if they can get another one here or not concede one before three-quarter time, that is huge for Knox, because that gives them like the difference. We were talking about difference between a 4-goal margin and a 3-goal margin, and well, the difference between a 3-goal and a 2-goal margin is even huge, even bigger. So
Momentum on their side now.
big response. So Upper Gully with the clearance as Mark there was nearly taken. Numbers here for Knox. Socket off the ground. High up in the air. Mark was taking good punch away. As Upper Gully look to go forward here for Edmondson. Just outside the attacking 50. It was punched away and it goes out of bounds. 22 minutes gone in this third quarter. 7-6-48 to 5-6-36 the way of Knox. Upper Gully. Just outside the attacking 50 for Upper Gully as numbers around it. That's in the back, so it'll be a free kick going the way of Scott, who's kicked 2 goals in this grand final. Tries to sub an opponent, plays on. Oh, needs to get away.
Oh.
And the siren saved LaFontaine.
I don't know what
free
he was.
kick. What's going on?
Or it's coming back if it's a free kick. I don't know what he was thinking. Why would you play on?
Seriously, like, I don't know what.
No score and no free
lucky
kick.
boy LaFontaine.
Oh, he certainly was. He did so well to take the instep mark and then almost gave it away. But they're running on top at the moment. Knox, they're coming into three-quarter time with some momentum. 5-6-36, trailing Upper Gully 7-6-48. Paul, the goal kickers so far for both sides.
The goal kickers are 2 for Upper Gully, 2 to Sean Smith, 2 to Scott, and singles to McDonald and Brody Wilson. And for Knox, 2 goals to Edwards and singles to LaFontaine, O'Neill and Keezer. It's a cracking last quarter coming up here at Jubilee Park. It's Upper Gully 7-6-48 to Knox 5-6-36.
Two, one, two.
Welcome back to Jubilee Park. Three-quarter time here. We're all set for the final quarter of this grand final. 7-6-48 Upper Gully, 5-6-36 Knox. 1 quarter to play before the winner of the Division 3 Under-19s grand final is declared. And at this stage, Paul, could be either side.
Well, it's Upper Gully with the lead, but Knox with the momentum to end that third quarter as the last quarter of the grand final for the under 19.5, and it's 25. So it's a free kick to Knox and 25. So Margette will take the free kick. Finds his man in Gwyn into the forward 50. Can they take a mark? Opportunity for Knox, and it's there! Great start to the last quarter for the Falcons. And it's a goal of difference. Great tap there. And it was kicked by Edwards, who's got his third. And it's a 1-goal game out here at Jubilee.
Oh, well, that was the perfect start, a dream start to the last quarter for the Falcons. 6-6-42 to 7-6-48 Upper Gully, a minute into this final quarter, and they're already on the board. That's now the last 3 goals of this game. They have the momentum. What can Upper Gully do to just stem the bleeding at the moment? It's been all Falcons. Back in the middle again, it's Gall, who's been outstanding for Upper Gully. Quick clearance forward, bouncing footy in front of it. Couple of plays here, trying to trap that with Bekos. Couldn't quite do so. Comes off the ground for Knox, towards the wing. Picked up this time by Jessup. Got it off straight away, and inside 50 they go. The mark was dropped under a lot of pressure down back. Tried to get past an opponent. Got the handball away just in time. It ends up still in his hands. Back to Knox. A quick kick forward from Jessup.
Edwards.
And it hits the target in Edwards. He was called to play on and was snapped. His snap was smothered there. And we're going to get ball up. But it's game on, Paul. As Knox look to tie things up. They're deep inside 50. It's 2 minutes into this last quarter, trailing by a goal. They've trailed virtually all afternoon. Out of the ruck, handball from Jessup. Got it off to a teammate, Margette. Put it on the left boot towards the top of the goal square. West is there, bouncing footy. Running into this one, Knox couldn't quite get a ball to the boot. And it's holding the ball, and it will be against Marshall. And well done to McDonald for that tackle.
So can Upper Gully get out of defensive 50? Here's Brody Wilson. Down the line. Over to Scott, who's kicked 2 in this game here in this grand final. Mark taken by Portelli, who's played really well for Knox in this game. Portelli has been a standout as they look to go forward, but Upper Gully look to go into the forward 50. Now an opportunity for the Kings. Can Knox get it away? Numbers here for Knox as they'll go back into the forward 50s, and intercept mark taken. Good punch there, good spoil. Was he caught in the back, Bekos? Be a ball up. So it's just on the arc of the attacking 50 for Knox. It's 7-6 to 6-6 in favour of Upper Gully. Kick there, clearance by LaFontaine. Can Upper Gully clear it out? Offensive 50, McDonald. It's Bailey McDonald. He kicks it. Tries to find Brody McDonald here. Is good take by Barron, who's been outstanding for Knox today. As Knox will go forward. Here's an opportunity. Numbers for Upper Gully. High ball. Great mark by Burke. Back into the forward 50 for Knox. Here's an opportunity. Mark nearly taken by Edwards. Was it a handball? No, it was a
Holding the ball.
holding the footy. Wiltshire. Back to Wilson. McDonald. You feel like Upper Gully need the next goal just to get the momentum back on their terms. Whoa. Good mark there by Powers. They look to go forward through Smith. Smith picks it up. Handball's over here. Goes back to Smith. Can he find a teammate here? All
well
on
done.
his own was Brodie Wilson. And this is a gettable set shot here, but both sides have missed shots they should have kicked.
From this angle, down this end too.
Yeah, so this is a big kick.
Yeah, and well done by Smith to be able to set that one up, Paul.
It was, and here's Wilson to get it back out to 12 points, to give him back the momentum. It's gone left.
Always.
And they've missed these opportunities at that spot of the
Yeah,
ground.
both sides have.
Wowee.
So 7-7-49, Upper Gully to 6-6-42. Potentially a handy point, but it's a long way to go. So they're certainly going to need another goal because Knox have got all the momentum towards Jessup. Out of bounds and a free kick going towards Upper Gully, or was it touched? It was touched, so...
I haven't thought of it yet. Could we be going to extra time?
Well, Paul, every time I call that, it never happens. So I think we'll keep it off the cards.
Okay.
Unless you don't want it to happen. I know there's a few people who won't, but certainly exciting for us. Goes forward now through McDonald. McDonald towards the half-forward line. No mark taken. It was a good contest. Smith tried to claim it. And a free kick not going to be paid. So we'll get a ball up outside 50 for the Gully. For the Upper Gully, should I say, coming up to the 6.5-minute mark of this fourth term. 7-7 plays 7-6. Or should I say 6-6? So another ball up on that far side. Thanks for joining us on EFNL YouTube. Jubilee Park in full swing. Big crowd out here. There's free kick going towards Knox. It was a high tackle and it was there. So the Falcons can reset. I believe they'll be Chambers. It'll be Marshall, sorry. Taking a bit of time to get up and take this kick. He's been good today, as Caleb Marshall. He'll look to just go the short option to a teammate standing by himself, who now sends it down the line. It's a mark in defence. Wilson, who's been very good himself, and just tells his teammates to steady the ship. We've got this. 7.5 minutes into this last quarter. They lead by 7 points. Just got a bit of composure back after Knox really started this last quarter on fire. Free kick being awarded. McDonald, Bo McDonald, inside forward 50 for Upper Gully. In the pocket there, couldn't quite bring it down, could Marotti. And it's a big chance for Upper Gully to get one back and certainly go a long way to winning this flag.
So it's deep in the attacking 50 for Upper Gully. Here's an opportunity. It's a free kick to Upper Gully's a play on. Have they counted it? They have, and it's Wilson. So Upper Gully get it back out to a 13-point lead. That's his second. And it's Upper Gully out to 8-7-55. Knox 6-6-42 to 8.5 minutes gone this last quarter.
Yeah, well, they've
big moment.
They've certainly been under the pump, have Upper Gully, and they've responded very well in the last 5 minutes just to get their game back on their terms and be able to score as well, just to make things a little more difficult for Knox. West out of the ruck, free kick going to the way of the Falcons. Back in the middle of the ground, Margette. Margette wants to play on straight away, inside 50, low darting kick, and hits up Wilson for Upper Ferntree Gully, who, again, another one of the stars.
Today.
Yeah, it certainly has. Short kick forward, finds Edmondson. Stephen Edmondson plays on, gets past his opponent just in time. Down the line he goes. Upper Gully. They're making their way down the ground towards the scoreboard. Short kick forward, finds right. And they're not in a rush to take every kick anymore. knowing that they've got control of this contest. 13-point leaders. Inside 50 again. Big mark out the back.
Oh.
Smith. And the star of the show can go back and potentially put this game to bed just about. I feel like one more for Upper Gully might just be it, and it's in the very reliable hands of Sean Smith, who's kicked 2 goals today, has 29 for the season. And this is in his range, although it is a difficult kick. He'd be kicking from almost 50 out. It's a long way from home. And as you'd expect, Paul, he's going to take his 30 seconds. He's going to really...
You may as well.
Going to really slow this one out. He's waiting for the umpire's cue to make the...
Long run up.
He's a long way out. So Smith, who'll be kicking from outside 50, just about. He comes in. Long run up, as you said, from the arc. Smith loads up towards goal.
No.
Going to be touched through for a behind. It's actually kept in on towards the pocket. Handball towards a teammate there for Knox. Snap around the corner, just a wild one to try and escape their back half. A lot of pressure at this. They're tapping this forward. Cut off now by Warner. Got the handball off, and he's right inside 50 for Upper Gully, and another mark inside 50. And they've done this very well, and it's now Hayden Powers who has his chance to put through one for Upper Gully. A little bit closer, probably a tough angle. Looks to play on straight away, sees something over the top, all by himself, and a mark is taken by Chambers. It was poor defending by Knox. Chambers left alone. And now Chambers will have a set shot on goal. 11.5 minutes gone, final term. It's a 13-point lead. And a goal here would mean, really, they need 4 goals, Knox. And I don't see that happening. So potentially the grand final on his boot. Kick towards goal. It's to the left and registering just for a minor score. So 8-8-56 Upper Gully, 6-6-42 Knox. 12 minutes played, final term. What have the Falcons got left?
Some response needed by Knox as Upper Gully look to go forward again, and a mark taken there by, I think it was Smith. Yep. I was just about to say, there must be a breeze going to the left. So, well, driving it to the left. So I reckon he's got to start it from right to left. So anyways, a big opportunity for Smith, who's kicked 2 goals in this grand final. This to get it out to 20 points. Big moment for Sean Smith and for Upper Gully. The kick is coming back, and it's there! Smith has his 3rd, and it's out to 20 points in favour of Upper Gully. And I reckon they've got one hand on the cup now, Ryan.
Oh, you have to say so at the moment. They are well and truly on their way. 20 points. They're going to need to kick 4 goals and do it very quickly. So what have Knox got left? There's a free kick being paid straight away in the middle. I did hear the whistle. I didn't see what it was for. So is that Knox's chance? They'll go inside 50. Looking for out the back. Running on to this one. Quick snap on goal. The quick reply. It's not over just yet. Crosby gets the goal. Margin back to 14 points. And they had to respond, and they had to do it very quickly. So they sort of take away that last goal from Smith and in the context of the game and keep themselves alive.
Yeah, big response there. I don't know if it was a 6-6-6 or if something happened off the ball, but that's a big response needed. But they need to do it very quickly here, so they just need to keep getting it out of the middle and get it up forward. And
which they've done pretty well at this quarter.
They have, yes. So this is a big moment. They haven't had it forward much in this quarter, Knox, so can they utilise this period? They'll need to if they want to win the flag. As Knox will win the clearance through. LaFontaine into the forward 50. Great mark. by Wright. As he'll kick it over to Braden Wilson. We've said multiple times that he's been a standout for Upper Gully. Free kick. Going Upper Gully. Down the line. This is really well done here by Upper Gully. Here's Scott into the forward 50. Mark not taken. Here's Borg to seal it up. Not quite.
Well, they're close.
Yeah. That would have just about been it for me for mine if
I agree. 9.963 Upper Gully. 7.648 Knox. Time is starting to work against them too, the Falcons, so they've got to get the next one very, very quickly. Out of defence they go. Out the back, they could be able to run onto this one. It's a 2-on-1, and it's one out by Knox.
Got to kick it!
Just got the handball in time. Off to Jessup. Goes to the corridor. Inside they go through Roberts. Towards the top of the squares. There a push. Wiltshire was there. Running onto this one. Knox have got all the numbers. Picking up now was Crosby. And it's a high free kick. Got to go back and slot this and get it back to the middle. This would take the margin back to 9 points. To speak the obvious, this just has to go through for the Falcons. Crosby got the last one. Can he bring the margin back to 9 points? Crosby's kick is on its way. It's good. Margin back to 9 points. Game not done. He's done the Jack Ginnivan celebration. 8.654 Knox. 9.963 Upper Gully.
Did he crack open
He
a
did.
beer?
He certainly did.
It's still only 9 points down, so they're...
Well, look, it will look good on the replay if they do get up, and you can watch that one again. There we go. How good's that? Well, he deserves it. He's kicked 2 goals in a couple of minutes. But what do you reckon, Paul? 9 points.
They get the next one here, Knox. You just never know. As Knox will need... Oh, I reckon he got one in the back there. Umpire says my footy. We're going into the 17-minute mark of the final term. Grandstand finish coming up. Knox, Upper Gully look to get the clearance. Numbers around it. Now it's Roberts. Roberts with the tackle. Upper Gully look to clear it away, and it's going to be my footy again, saying the umpire. Free kick.
Going Upper Gully.
Upper Gully, wow, that's a big free kick. Not one that Knox wanted to give away. Is it's going to be a free kick, is it? Downfield. So, big opportunity for Wilson. So, it's a big kick, but this... If he kicks the goal, you'd reckon they've just about got it.
Kicks it, this is over.
Yep.
I reckon.
So Wilson, in he comes. Opportunity. It comes back. Is it coming back? Still alive. Cleared out of defence for Knox. Mark there was nearly taken, but it falls in the lap of Bekos. Can he kick it off the ground? He can. They're not giving up just yet. Free kick. Oh, boy. Free kick going the way of Wilson.
Not sure about that one.
Yeah. He can just waste some time. This is Braden Wilson. Goes around his man. Into the forward 50. Opportunity. Here's Burke who clears it out of the fence. They need to get going and do it quickly. Tackle there. Numbers around it for Knox. Cleared away. Good mark. Gotta go, son. Handballs it forward. Now an opportunity. Jessup into the forward 50. Good mark. Oh, free kick. Well.
Wow.
That's... I couldn't really see the replay, but, well, it's a bit...
Well, Well, it probably means they're one step closer to Upper Gully. Wright's got the ball at the half-back line. They're almost there. They lead by 9 points. And they'll look now just to maintain the footy. Down they go towards the half-forward line. No mark taken by Scott in their first. And towards the boundary line. Over and out. We'll get a boundary. We'll get a ball up, should I say. So what's left? 20 minutes. We're into extra time now, or to red time. We won't get our draw.
No.
I think Upper Gully are going to take home the flag. It's going to take almost a miracle here
Free
for
kick,
Knox. They've got to be quick. Here they go, down the line. Towards half forward. Drop mark. Inside 50 they go. Off the ground, Adams. Towards a teammate. It's a free kick to Upper Gully. And it was definitely there that time. No doubt about it. LaFontaine gives it away. Upper Gully's ball, and they're going to waste some more time.
May as well. 9-point lead. He's been outstanding today, Braden Wilson, for Upper Gully, as he'll kick it out of defensive 50. Mark nearly taken there by LaFontaine. As the Knox fans cry ball, they got to go. They've got to get it in there. We're going into the 21-minute mark. They need 2 goals. Mark taken. Got to go back quickly, O'Neill. No point wasting time. I reckon he should have gone for it. There it is! And Upper Gully have won the flag for the Division 3 for the under 19.5s. They get up by 9 points. Upper Gully 9-9-63 to Knox 8-6-54.
Well,
what a grand final ride.
Yeah, absolutely right, Paul. Even in the late stages of that game, we still didn't know if it was going to go either way. And Upper Gully, they deserve this. They were outstanding today, and they had the lead pretty much all afternoon. Knox almost hit the lead. They got it within a goal in the late stages of last quarter, or the early stages of last quarter, and thought, here we go. They looked maybe a little flat on their feet, but they composed. They were challenged, and then they hit the scoreboard themselves to win the flag. It's a great moment for the club.
Certainly is, as they get up. They went down last year in the Division 2 grand final, but they get up this year by 9 points. Of course, the goal kickers for Upper Ferntree Gully, Sean Smith with the 3 goals, 2 to Scott and 2 to Wilson, and singles to Gall and McDonald. And for Knox, the 3 goals to Edwards and 2 to Crosby, and singles to LaFontaine, O'Neill and Keezer. But a fantastic moment for Upper Ferntree Gully as they get up in the end.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And we're going to go to a quick break. We'll stay tuned, though, because we've got the presentations coming up. Congratulations to the Upper Ferntree Gully Football Club, premiers in the Under-19s Division 3 competition.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and to you. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue.
Yeah, I've done that because we went and watched it a while once and we lost. And then unless I'm there,
Good old players, please walk around to the commencement of the ceremony for the presentations for the Division 3 Under-19s Grand Final. Welcome to the 2024 Under-19s Grand Final presentation. Commemorations to the Knox Football Netball Club, a great season and a great performance today. Congratulations to Upper Ferntree Gully Premiers. Now I'd like to say the Blue Ribbon Medal is a massive long-time partner of the Eastland Football Netball League, and we have awarded the Blue Ribbon medalist for the best player, a judge, best on ground. And the winner of the Blue Ribbon medalist from Upper Ferntree Gully, the captain, number 17, Braden Wilson. I'd also like to welcome Junior Operations Manager Daniel Wex to present the medals for the winners. So let's start off. Upper Gully number 2, Jack Goal. Number 5, Noah Stevick. Number 10, Isaac Wright. Number 6, Jordan Connick. Number 11, Jack Prendergast. Number 13, Hayden Powers. Number 14, Brody McDonald. Number 18, Bo Chambers. Number 19, Brock McDonald. Number 21, Sean Smith. Number 23, Tully Morelli. Number 25, Thomas Morrison. Number 26, Stephen Edmondson. Number 27, Jacob Daniel. Number 33, Zach Warner. Number 36, Nicholas Comas. Number 38, Matthew Miller. Number 54, Florian Todd. Number 72, Joshua Wiltshire. Number 77, Liam Scott. Number 84, Brody Wilson. Number 97, Bailey McDonald. Assistant coach, Darren Powers. Assistant coach, Ben Ward. Assistant coach, Harvey Mayer. The runner, Heath Wilson. Team manager, Melissa Borg. And Premiership co-captains, number 9, James Borg, and the Blue Ribbon medalist, number 17, Braden Wilson. Boys, could you please stay on the stage too, please? And the Premiership coach, Tate Hickleton. Tate, could I please ask for you to say a couple words, please?
To Justin and Knox boys, congratulations on the year. You were the team to chase all year, so congratulations on the year. Our boys, you fought hard to have this team together. You're 24 best mates, 27 best mates. I've loved every minute of it. Let's celebrate, boys.
And now can I please have the Junior Operations Manager, Daniel Wex, to present the Premiership Cup to Upper Ferntree Gully.